Well, hello and welcome to the show. We're so glad you've joined us again this week. Today we're going to play with some cows. That's coming up right here on Discovering the Horseman Within.
Gonna take a ride on one true horse. One true horse, the perfect partner built to ride. One true horse, a bond that cannot be denied. You would search forever just to have the chance to take a ride on one true horse. Gonna take a ride on one true horse.
What we're doing today is actually doing some practical sorting out here in the pasture. So we've gathered this little group of cows. We've got plenty of people. We just let everybody hold herd. And I'm going to give advice and we're just going to work through this and show you how we do things outside for real in real life. Okay, you guys, so Lisa is the out gate. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a cow to sort out and I want you to take them out past Lisa. We're going to sort a few out and we'll just start holding them out there. We're going to end up splitting them into two different groups. That's the goal. I want to see you achieve that goal. So honestly, this is a good chance just to ride our horses, play with them a little bit, and set the situation up so the horse can learn without being under pressure. They've all done this lots. Let's have some fun with it. We'll just start with Hannah, and we'll work around the circle. Hannah, there is a little black 500-pound heifer over there with a purple number 19 in her ear. I would like you to bring her out here. And again, if she comes one side or the other of Chad and Lisa, it's not the end of the world, but that's sort of where I'd like you to head for. Okay, so again, when we're out here in the pasture, we move a lot slower. Things go a lot easier. But by easier, I don't mean that they necessarily are easier to sort. I mean, we try to keep things mellow and laid back. And I like to teach my horse to tune up and put some speed on if I need to, or to just set back and move real quiet. There we go. Old Lincoln's moving around here on his hindquarters. I gave Hannah a pretty tough one to sort out. Anytime you take a 500-pound calf and try to sort it out away from the rest of adult cattle, you're going to have a job in front of you. And she may have to put a little more pressure on this calf to get this calf out. She may have to speed things up more than I want to. But start by trying it slow. Let your horse know it's not always a timed event, it's not always a game. Sometimes there's a real life job. Use your horse's whole body. You want him to use his hindquarters. Now right there, that would have been a chance for Hannah to really make a cardinal error. If she would have turned right, the temptation is turn right and beat the cow back to the herd, but when you do that, you pull your horse's nose off the cow, taking away the learning opportunity. And that's what we're doing. It's just learning opportunity. She's out here working this horse, and you can see he's got plenty of cow in him. There. She had to put a little more pressure on him to push him out of the herd, but she got it done. She got him moved out. That's perfect. Okay, so Haley, I want you to come in here and sort off. There's a little cow with tight little horns. She's red and white speckled. She's kind of over here in the center, no ear tag.
Right here on the edge?
Right there, you got her. Now again, we're trying to get them out this direction. So, you know, it would have been easiest to take her out that way, but that's not where I want the cow. So you got to let this cow flow like water, make it the easiest for her to go where you want to go. We're going to take these cows over that direction when we're done. So I want them kind of in a group on that side. We'll set these up and just work casual and let that horse, I love to see the way partners just moving along here, real slow, level-headed, not in a hurry. Just walking through here, a whole different style than what you saw with Hannah's Lincoln horse. Lincoln came in there and he was a little bit more on the muscle, not on the muscle, but a little bit more ready to go. And you know, I'm not sure one's better than the other, but I like to see in the herd, I like to see a good quiet way of moving. Okay, I like to see this. All right, bring her around. Just go ahead and bring her all the way around. She stepped outside the herd. She sorted herself off, and that's fine. Just bring her all the way on around. Don't let her back in. Look behind you. Well, I'd have rather you didn't allow her to step out, but it's all right that you did. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Job is done when it's all said and done. And in reality, that's the real point. Get the job done. All right, Chad. There's a brindle cow over here with no number in her ear again, but right out here coming towards me with her head down low. Right here. She's got kind of gray markings on her face. Right there. Chad, I think your reputation precedes you. There you go. Okay. Well, you had her scared and leaving just from your reputation. Okay, step up there and get in front of her eye. Good. Nice job, Robin. Oh, Robin and Lisa look like they're cleaning the stalls. Okay, let that little one go with her. That's actually her calf. Let him go. That's perfectly fine. Lisa, go ahead and come on in here. There's a red cow right there with kind of those same tight little horns. Solid red cow right in the middle. No ear tag. We want to push her out over there. Okay, step your horse more to the, there you go, more to the left and get outside that eye. Good, there you go. Old Webster pins those ears, he knows his job. Just walk that, nice, nicely done, Lisa. Just quiet and steady and easy. Perfect, good job. All right, Robin. Robin, right in front of you is a little black yearling with white speckles on top of her tail. I don't know her ear tag number, I think it's 11. You ride in there and you'll start finding her. Just ride in slow. Look at old Valor pin those ears. He knows what he's up to. Yep, right there. Ease her out that same direction. Let your holding crew do their job. You worry about your job. Good, there you go. Good, nice. Move that horse around. He got just a touch high-headed, but he put himself where he needed to be. Good job, Robin. Christiana, come on in here. Christiana, there's a little black heifer right there in the middle with a number 4 in her ear. Purple 4 tag, she's about 500-pound calf. Yep, right there on the outside edge. Good. And again, you watch that big horse just go through there nice and quiet and slow. And sometimes a horse that puts on a good show, you think that horse is working harder. Out here in reality, that horse that moves through there calm, nice and slow and gets the job done without a whole lot of fanfare, he's actually a lot of times the horse that's going to make your day a lot easier. Maybe not quite as much fun, but a lot easier. Okay, Steven, rolling right in there, and I need some of you guys to roll around this way. Steven, there's a black brockle-faced heifer on the outside edge over there. She's got a purple ear tag, I don't know the number. 18. Okay, so I have you guys split into teams of 4. Hannah, your team's gonna go first. It's pretty simple. I'll call out a cow as you start down there. I want you to just come down here and grab a cow, walk him to the trailer. We've got it parked along a barbed wire fence. It's pretty tight. It's pretty much a real live situation. No panels. I want you to load them in. If things go bad, it's great. Fix them. Make it happen. The only thing is, anybody's cow who hops the barbed wire fence has to do the other team's chores. So do not push them for a week. So do not push them through the fence. They get wild on you out here, that's fine. But I would tell you, try to keep it slow, quiet, and easy. Hannah, you guys want the little red and white cow with a white stripe down her backbone. Okay, so what Hannah is electing to do is to put her team on the outside. She's gone in there and just sort this little cow out. It's easy to find her on the outside edge. And this little cow isn't real happy about the concept of being sorted off. What I might do is walk 1 or 2 down the fence line if it was me until I got close to the trailer. They may not know that whether they can or can't do that, and I'll have to see if they think of it. They're not worried about the rest of the cows, so once she's got them sorted, I would bring the rest of my team in there and kind of have them help me. There we go. Get her drift in the right direction. Now lots of times we just rope that old cow and drag her to the trailer. But I want them to really work their horses today. I want them to really put some effort into this. And this could take some time. This is not something that necessarily happens in 2 minutes or less. I like the fact that they've grabbed a couple of extra calves. They're bringing them through here. This is one of those times when the quieter you can keep things, the better. There we go, the old cow sees the trailer. She's working her way through it, looking back behind her. Now I really don't want the 2 extras in the trailer, but we'll see what they get done here. They've got her headed the right direction. Chad's out there staying to her eye. Now right here, I would ease things up and just let her set for just a second. Let her look her way around. Don't let her push that barbed wire fence. I tell you what. Look at that! And that's how it's done. You have an interesting mixture here. Stephen, who moves things fairly rapidly, and the 3 girls who sort of tend to be a little bit slower. And they'll either mix well or they'll mix like oil and water. So we'll see what their strategy is. They're picking out their cow. Again, they're gonna let Stephen go in and sort. The other 3 are gonna work to kind of hold herd back. It looks to me like they've picked out cows that they want to, from what I'm hearing, it sounds like they've picked out cows they want to bring down the fence with her. Like they think maybe there's some that'll travel easier. Reading cattle is like reading horses. You watch them and you try to figure out where they're gonna go. Remember, they're a grazing animal. They're gonna go faster if you push them faster from the tail. The closer you get to the tail, the faster they're gonna move. They're gonna slow down if you get in front of their eyes. Right there. Good move on Stephen's part to turn that old cow back. It's one of the things the ranch horses got to learn is to move in uneven ground. There's an irrigation ditch between him and that cow, and he had to step across it and still get that cow turned back. Now, as they're bringing these 2 down, the old black cow is actually pretty quiet-natured. The red cow acts like she doesn't want to leave everybody. She may not be in a hurry to sort herself off from that black cow. Let's see how this goes. Black cow's traveling nice. I like the way the black cow's traveling. We get them, you kind of want to watch for them to kind of lock, like laser lock onto that trailer. And the moment you see that, you kind of know you're gonna win it. All right, lose the black cow, that was perfect. But now hold the red cow. There we go, looking good. Hey, look at that. And again, just as easy as can be. That was super. I loved what I saw of Stephen's horse over there. He was real quiet. The cow turned back. He stepped across that ditch in a hurry, turned her back, dropped his head and went right back to walking. And that's what I want to see in my horses. I want a horse that'll read the cow, pay attention to me, do the whole thing. We ask a lot out of our horses, frankly. We ask them to get out there and do something in a hurry, read the cow, read the terrain, think of it on their own, and then don't forget, pay attention to us. That's asking a lot out of your horse, but when you ask more, they give more because they're capable of it. In this run, I'm gonna have you bring 2 cows. I'm gonna choose them for you, okay? So it's a little more sorting work. I want you guys to bring the gray and white longhorn cow, and I want you to bring the little black brockle-faced heifer with the purple tag in her ear. I like to think of using my horse, just like we did in the sorting earlier, like a spatula or a knife blade to just go between the cattle and push them out of there. So Haley's now stepped in behind him. Do you notice how Stephen walked past that gray longhorn cow and she didn't even notice him? But when Haley steps in, it changes. That's because of her focus. Haley's focus is on her cow, and that cow feels that pressure, just like any grazing animal will when they're being pressured. They're masters of reading intent. Cattle are accustomed to being worked by dogs. They've been being chased by predators since God created them. So it's instinctual to feel that pressure. And as soon as they feel that pressure, then those cows are going to make that change. They've got two different age groups. They've got a calf here, a 600-pound calf, and they've got a 3-year-old cow. Well, that 3-year-old cow has a different level of maturity, and she's a little more stable. And as long as she holds the leadership, it'll probably be all right. If that calf starts taking over and controlling the movement, it'll get harder to deal with. Move them in here just real quiet and easy. I like the way they, somebody gets out to the front and they get there in a hurry, and then the pressure backs off, and just let these cows sit. Again, I told you we rope a lot of ours and drag them into the trailer. So honestly, to set it up this way, this is the first time these kids have done this in this setting and this set up this way. This isn't something they practice a whole bunch. So it's fun for me to watch just all the training in them, in their horses, all of it pay off as they're handling these cattle. And quite honestly, unless something goes really wrong, look at this. This is going to be successful, just like that. Perfect. Good job, you guys. Excellent. See how this goes for them. I always like to watch a strategy. As since they don't share the strategy with me of what they're going to do, I like to see it develop and see, who's going to do what job. They're all interesting in the way they do things. Kurt and Hannah both like to really hit things pretty hard, and Chad's much the same way. Robin's very, very quiet and laid back. Kurt, however, when he gets to work in cattle, tends to slow things down a little bit. And I like that. I like the way he settles down. Hannah slows things down, but her horse will always get there when she needs it. There's always that moment of acceleration. And so they're kind of stuck here. We've got one cow right and 2 cows wrong, and we're quite a ways out of the herd without the other correct cow. So they're going to kind of have to go back and fix that. So a little bit of a communication issue, but they'll fix it. There, they got the little Jersey looking cow coming. There, we got 2 of the 3 correct. We'll head this way. No extra credit for loading the 3rd cow, actually. We'll arrest them for stealing. And the old Jersey cow's headed out of the country. You notice the angle, she'd like to miss the trailer. Chad's holding her right to it. There you go. Perfect. Good timing. I think these kids could have loaded the, oh! All right. So we have our first near miss. They'll get around there. Kurt pushed their trash cow back out of the way. Now they know if they push these cows through the fence, they've got to do the other team's chores for a week, and that's a lot of extra work. So we'll put these cows back here. This little Jersey, she kind of gets her head up. She's got a mind of her own. There we go. Very appropriate timing on Kurt's part. Good job. Oh, there we go. A little bit of pressure. Close quarters, get them looking the right direction. Now just let things settle for a second. Let things settle. There you go. That's that moment. Too much pressure is going to blow it up. Not enough is going to let it fall apart. You've got to just balance that. Just that little bit right there. And that's the kind of thing that we're looking for.
The Bible tells us in Hebrews chapter 11 that faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not yet seen. Faith in our life is so critical. First of all, without faith in God, it would be impossible for me to do most of what I do. But faith in our family, faith in our horses even. Learn to be trusting and to just say, you know what, it's going to be okay, and I'm going to have faith in this, that it's going to work out. If I don't have faith in my horse, there's no way he can have faith in me. Right? So when I do anything with him, I trust him. When I step up on his back, I have faith that I'm going to come home tonight and I'm going to have a great ride. What is faith? Well, think of it like this. When you flip the light switch, what do you expect to have happen? You expect the light to come on. You flip the light switch in faith, knowing it's going to come on. You pick up the reins in faith, knowing your horse is going to stop. You ask him to back up in faith, knowing he's going to back up. He has to have faith too. He has to have faith in you. And for him to have faith in you, you have to be faithful. You have to actually be dependable for him. When I think about faith, I honestly think it is probably the greatest key ingredient in all of our lives.
We hope you're enjoying these shows as much as we enjoy bringing them to you. You know, for us, it's fun to get out here in the sunlight. It's springtime, we can go out about and do things. And honestly, we have fun in the arena, but you know what? Reality is sometimes in the real world we do things just a touch different. So being able to get out here and let these horses move slow and easy and work cattle, and we've done that all winter, but to be able to show it to you on film, that's really fun for us. We hope you're enjoying this as much as we are, and until next time, may God bless the trails you ride.
Find out more about Ken McNabb horsemanship at kenmcnabb.com.
That one true horse, the perfect partner built to ride. One true horse, a bond that cannot be denied. You would search forever just to have the chance to take a ride on